Time is a funny thing. Usually we don't have enough of it. Sometimes we have too much of it on our hands. But out here at the Orville R. Hagen's History of Time Museum, it's all about how we keep it.
What's in here chronicles time, and it shows the evolution, really, of timekeeping for humans. From the Chinese rope clock, the sundial, to an Apple Watch, to quartz watches, which are in front of me.
And to think some of us had trouble setting the time on our VCRs back in the day. Office manager James Sprague can tell you, though, this place is about something much more elegant than just fixing that blinking 12 on a digital display.
It's really a conglomeration of art, science, engineering, mechanics. It's a lot wrapped up into one.
So in this room, we get to take a little trip back in time, but the museum is housed within the American Watchmakers and Clockmakers Institute. And just across the way, they're teaching people how we tick-tock today.
It's kind of strange. At one point in time, the Cincinnati area was really home base to a lot of the horological areas in the United States.
Horology is the study and measurement of time. And people clock in here in Harrison, Ohio from all over the world to learn those nuts and bolts. Or, in this case, those gears and springs.
So we had individuals from Japan, we've had people from Spain, we've had people from Australia, we've had people from, you name the country, come to us and look to us for educational purposes.
Jason Champion is the Education and Certification Director. Simply put, Jason is a watchmaker.
People are always blown away whenever I say I'm a watchmaker, and they say, well, what does that mean? You know, what do you do? And it's very exciting and I think exhilarating for them to be able to understand what's going on inside of a watch and what makes a watch tick.
What makes Jason tick is the knowledge that even in an age when we all get wound up by our disposable digital devices, the pendulum still swings back to timepieces that we have to wind ourselves.
I still draw so much satisfaction to be able to look at what's happening mechanically inside of the wristwatch that I wear. This is something that is generational. This is something that you can take that was your great-grandfather's and be able to bring this back to life.
And that sounds like time well spent.
This is truly the great equalizer to everybody that's lived, will live, or is here on the earth is time. And that's really what we focus on.
There really is so much to learn. But if you want to know more, you're gonna have to come out here yourself. We're out of time.
It looks very natural on you.
Yeah, I love putting that thing in my eye. Anyway, but the thing that I loved about both Jason and James is they're so passionate. When you talk to somebody who is passionate about something, even if it's something you know nothing about, it just elevates the whole thing.
And they make it interesting.
Yeah, and both of them truly sort of love being out there and involved with that. There was some of the stuff Jason was talking about where it was so next level in terms of how the intricacies of the inside of a watch work. I'm just going, because I don't, you know, it's almost a different language.
Yeah.
It's almost a different language.
Well, and think of the accuracy it has to, you know, a timepiece has to have. You know, it's so much more complicated than something like the phone.
Probably aren't as many people like them around these days. You know,
so.
You know, he spoke to that a little bit about how, you know, there's sort of a generation of watchmakers and clockmakers who aren't doing it anymore, or aren't around anymore, and how important it is to have new people coming in, because a lot of people still have those pocket watches, and they want to wear that Rolex watch or whatever. You have to have somebody who maintains those kinds of things.
That's neat.
Yeah, it's cool.
Very cool stuff.